Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Cine Geek Sit and Talk. I'm Roy,
And Angela.
and for this episode, we are going to be talking about the most anticipated sci-fi movie of this season, and that's
Project Hail Mary.
science teacher Ryland Grace, played by Ryan Gosling, wakes up on a spaceship light years from home with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As his memory returns, he begins to uncover his mission: solve the riddle of the mysterious substance causing the sun to die out. He must call on his scientific knowledge and unorthodox ideas to save the Earth from extinction. But an unexpected friendship means he may not have to do it alone. And before we continue with the review, we just want to remind you all to don't forget to either subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
And give us a thumbs up or 5 stars naman dyan if nag-enjoy kayo sa mga sit and talks namin so far. And please don't forget to share this these sit and talks with your friends and fellow cinephiles, because one, that helps the channel grow, so more and more Cine Geeks join the conversation, and two, we'd love to hear from more of you. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, we want to first, of course, this is very important. I want to thank Columbia Pictures Philippines for inviting us, kasi we were invited to see this film actually basically ahead of even the Hollywood premiere.
Yeah.
Talagang, oh my God. Parang,
So thank you, Columbia Pictures, for
that's
having us.
very mind-blowing. Pero trust us na parang Columbia Pictures does not have any editorial input or parang kinumpasan kami with our review. They are hearing this for the first time.
Same as you are.
Yes, that's right. So, again, this is a sci-fi film from, by the way, this is from the prolific directing duo.
Lord and Miller.
Yes, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because they have actually, if you haven't, kung hindi nyo pa, they've directed some of your favorite films. Actually, more comedies sila eh. Diba?
Comedy with a heart.
Yes, yung mga Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes. And also the Lego movie.
Yon, and the Two Jump Streets. Yes, oh my God, two of my favorite comedies of all time. Pero this is their first directing gig for movies since 22 Jump Street. So, oh my God.
Ang tagal din
That's-
pala nilang nag-break, no?
It's 12 years.
12 years.
Oo.
2014 yung last.
Alam ko, parang 22 Jump Street was 2014, right?
Okay.
Oo. Diyos ko, Maria Joseph. Parang lumabas yung 22 Jump Street, parang hindi pa tayo magkakilala nun.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
yung
Feels like a lifetime ago.
yes, yung buong tagal natin na magkasama tayong dalawa, yun na yung span na na inantay ni Lord and Miller bago sila ito yung 12th anniversary gift nila sa atin.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
And Miller.
Thank you, Miller. Ay, nako. And,
Thank you, Lord and Miller.
At saka, by the way, tag dito, is a story from the same writer of the book ng The Martian.
Yon.
Which
Actually,
is
doon ako excited kasi I really love The Martian.
Yes, same. My God. Si Andy Weir, yung yung writer ng book. Pero this also was written by the writer of parang nakakatawa yung siyang who's siya ng mga parang
Creatives.
gumagawa ng creatives ng mga some of the stuff that you may really truly love. Like ito, written siya by Drew Goddard. And Drew Goddard is known for Cabin in the Woods.
Oh my God. Cabin in the Woods.
Siya din
One of
yung-
my favorites yan.
Yes. Tapos
Cult classic.
writer din siya ng The Martian. Writer siya ng Bad Times at El Royale. Writer siya sa Lost.
Lost. Oh,
Ito,
my God.
I know you love this. Writer siya sa High Potential.
Yes. I love High Potential by Don Morgan.
And yun, this creative parang team, kumbaga, is
A dream
a collaboration.
Yeah.
Oo. So, wag na natin patagalin pa. Medyo natin, we have the lay of the land of this film. And by the way, this is gonna be full spoilers. Okay? So, if you haven't seen this film, wag muna, pause muna. Manood muna kayo, and then once you've
Come
seen
back.
it, come back. Okay? Pero if you have seen it, stay. Ange, what did you think of Project Hail Mary?
Well, judging from the trailer, alam ko na meron siyang makikilalang alien. So parang nagkaroon pa nga ng buzz doon na parang na-spoil siya or something like that.
Parang may ganun, oh.
Oo, pero because I'm coming in blind, I haven't read the book or hindi ko pa alam talaga kung ano yung lore nung Project Hail Mary. Wala naman akong nakaset na expectation other than of course Ryan Gosling coming from Ken from Barbie. Tapos ano ba yung last na movie na napanood ko niya? Fall Guy yata.
The Fall Guy, yes. I love The Fall Guy. I love that movie.
Yun nga the reason why I mentioned The Fall Guy is because parang yung demeanor niya sa Fall Guy and sa Barbie na parang playful, irreverent, doesn't take himself seriously. Dito niya dinala yung energy na yun.
Yung ano siya, yung parang tipong nagpapaka-nonchalant siya, pero hindi niya kayang panindigan.
Alam mo yung parang nagpapaka-cool na geek.
Yun, mismo.
Ganun siya. And it's a far cry from his last astronaut role na parang it's parang you can't help but compare kasi of course he played Neil Armstrong, the astronaut, diba?
Pero kung dun sa by the way, that movie is called First Man.
Yes.
You absolutely have to check that out. It's
Maganda din naman
a
siya.
Damien Chazelle film.
Yes.
Another fantastic director.
One of our favorites as well.
Oo.
Pero dun nga sa First Man, as Neil Armstrong, it's a very different take on the astronaut way of life.
Oo, kasi
Or parang the exploration of space. Sobrang ibang-iba.
yun, kasi sa First Man kasi, ang atake nila doon is exploring kumbaga yung toll on the psyche of the people who made history. Kumbaga kasi tayo, ang understanding natin doon sa kwento ni Neil Armstrong, parang one small step for man and all that jazz. Pero ano yung pakiramdam nilang tatlo?
Emotionally and mentally.
The mental, Pero yes, sabi mo nga na this is very different.
This is
from
very
First Man.
different, yes.
How different is it siya?
Kasi mas light-hearted siya. Unang-una, it's a comedy. Talagang pagka umpisa pa lang nung movie, mararamdaman mo na kaagad na, okay, this is not a serious science film. It's parang it's throwing jokes here and there. Tapos parang yun nga, parang it's not taking the source material too seriously that you can actually digest it easier. Kasi syempre, ang daming rocket science science babble 'di ba? So parang it's hard to follow that already if wala ka namang parang working knowledge of astrophysics ganyan.
Yes, oo. At saka base din sa kwento nung mga people who have read the book, when we were discussing the film after the special screening that we were invited to, sinabi nga nila talagang sobrang heavy niya doon sa yung science talk. Pero they also said na parang the humor was if not the same, parang consistent doon sa tone na kahit may mga dinagdag, consistent din siya sa tone ng comedy ng film.
Perfect match naman,
That's true,
actually. So yon, the comedy actually made it easier to understand what the science is all about.
That's true.
Para hindi mo na kailangan talagang arukin. Especially sa mga sci-fi kasi yan ang pinaka-challenge.
True.
It reminds me actually of Star Trek. Para siyang...
Wait, Star Trek, pwede ba natin sabihin na para siya, no? Star Trek na JJ? Ganon?
No! Star Trek The Next Generation.
I mean,
Oo, yung series.
Talaga?
Kasi, ano siya yung tandem nila ni Rocky, yung alien na na-meet niya, parang si Data and si Geordi LaForge. Shoutout sa mga Trekkie dyan.
Pero we'll get to that reveal maya-mayang konti. So, yun, you touched upon yung parang comedy of the film itself. For those of you who are siguro wary of Lord Miller, tas Drew Goddard, quippy, funny, jokey, ganun siya. It's not. Kaya sabi nga namin kanina, kaya isa sa mga paborito naming directors si Lord and Miller. Kasi kapag sila yung gumagawa ng sine, oo, nakakatawa. Pero ano siya, it's not meant to undercut how serious the situation is for the film. Example, ito hindi man to film, pero isa sa mga in-executive produce na mga works ni Lord and Miller, of course, the one and only Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yun. So,
Oo.
it's a hilarious show,
Oo.
pero it doesn't forget to be serious when it needs to.
Oo.
And that's exactly what
Tama.
I guess parang best describes
Mm.
yung pagbabalance ng tone
Yes.
nitong scene na to ng Project Hail Mary.
Mm-mm.
Yes, there are moments that are funny.
Mm.
Pero it's not meant to undercut the seriousness of the situation.
Because there is drama.
Oo,
There's heart.
true. And also, actually, napakaganda minsan ginagamit na juxtaposition nung comedy
Mm.
doon sa parang, alam mo yung parang, essentially kasi the world is at a catastrophe dito sa sining to.
Mm-mm. Not
And-
just our world, a lot of
Oo.
worlds.
Pero yung basically yun dun lang sa yun dun sa mismong focus natin dito. Kinuha siya nung Project Hail Mary led by si
Sandra Huller.
Sandra Huller. Yun. Tapos
From Anatomy of a Fall.
Oo. And Zone of Interest.
Mm.
Yan. Na kinuha siya to parang be the science guy
Mm.
in this worldwide collaborative effort to find out what's going on with the sun.
Mm.
So, essentially, para siyang it's a doomsday scenario.
Oo.
Ngayon,
Parang nga siyang may pagka post-apocalyptic.
hindi naman
Semi.
I wouldn't say post-apocalypse kasi hindi pa naman natapos yung mundo. More na parang,
Pre-apocalyptic.
parang Interstellar.
Ganon.
Yun,
They're
yung-
trying to avoid
Oo.
a post-apocalyptic world.
Nung bata pa si Murph, nung bata pa yung character ni
Oo.
si Timothy Chalamet pa yung anak niya.
Oo.
Yun parang ando doon pa sila sa stage na ganon. Ngayon, syempre, mapapaisip ka na parang sobrang dire
Mm.
nung situation nyo.
Mm.
And it's that small touches of levity in the script, in those moments, na parang, alam mo yung punctures the tension.
Yes.
Expertly timed yung mga tension-punctured levity moments dito eh. Na kapag halimbawa, ito, may moment dito na parang, we're just fast-forwarding a bit, pero this is an example. Something very, very heartbreaking happens towards the end of the film.
Mm.
And admittedly at that point, we'll get to that maya-maya. Pero admittedly at that point, I was just crying like a baby. Talaga. Tapos may moment doon pagkatapos na parang it called for Ryan to parang be nonchalant and parang quippy about it. Pero hindi siya yung parang Marvel quippy na ina-undercut niya yung seryoso na stakes and your state ng situation eh.
Mm.
Alam mong nagiging ganun siya kasi yun yung defense mechanism niya against talagang the ultimate heartbreak kumbaga na naramdaman niya at that moment. Pero yun. So yeah, we've touched upon Ryan. Ryan, I love Ryan in this.
Magaling naman talaga si Ryan kahit saan mo siya ilagay. I mean, I loved him in The Notebook pa.
Oh God.
Oo. Tapos,
La La Land.
of course, La La Land, Crazy Stupid Love. Tapos, ang galing niya din dun sa First Man, ang galing niya as Ken.
Ang galing niya sa Fall Guy.
I mean, I love him. Yun,
He's so
meron kang
versatile.
sinabi dun sa stand and talk natin about Ryan Gosling being the fulfillment of the promise that is Chris Pratt. Siguro, I think, ang theory ko dyan, kaya mo nasabi yon kasi Lord and Miller used to collaborate with Chris Pratt.
Sige, let me double check. Let me verify
Lego Movie.
Oo nga no. Si Emmett.
Oo,
Yung
siya yung...
Oo.
Tapos si Emmett is a lot like,
A lot like the Ryan Gosling archetype.
Yeah.
Oo, kumbaga.
Ano pangalan ni Ryan Gosling dito?
Si Rylan, Grace.
Si Grace.
Si Grace, yan.
Yon. So parang siyang si Emmett Parang siya yung parang always positive kahit na sobrang dire na ng situation
Oo.
niya. Parang hindi pa rin nabibreak yung spirit niya.
Yun.
He has faith in himself and
In the
of course,
science.
Rocky and science,
Yes.
of course, napaka-resourceful niya.
Oo.
Para rin siyang yung character ni Matt Damon sa The Martian.
Yes.
Na talagang inaano niya, minamacgyver niya yung situation
Oo.
niya palagi.
Yung ano na din, yung all-time classical linya niya na doon, ni, ano pangalan niya? Mark Watley naman siya doon, di ba? Sa The Martian. Ano siya yun? I'm going to science the shit out of this.
Oo, parang ganon.
Yun,
So,
talagang ganon siya dito.
it's very that. It actually makes you appreciate science.
Oo.
Yes.
Yes. Ano mo, ano ko lang, masabi ko lang to about the script before we move forward. I really, really love Andy Weir movies. And not necessarily Andy Weir director, yung mga movies made from his books. Talaga kasi parang ano mo yung and napag-usapan namin to ni Tito Ramon de Vera. Shout out Tito Ramon. Tito Ramon.
Tito talaga.
Oo, nung pagkatapos natin manood doon, na parang siya yung modern day Michael Crichton.
Oh.
Kasi kumbaga parang where Michael Crichton was so very technical about his science mumbo jumbo kasi doktor siya. And meron siyang mga parang mga diagrams doon na parang talagang pinapakita niya. Yung mga nakabasa ng Jurassic Park way back. Alam niyo yun, yung mga DNA, yung mga computer screen doon. Nasa
talagang
libro yun.
Legit science yun.
Oo, may diagrams sa libro, parang akala mo nagtitingin ka sa computer. Dito naman, ang sabi ni Tito Ramon, kasi I haven't read the book. Pero according to him, he's read it and he said na parang wala man nung mga parang yung mga computer screens-esque, yung mga parang DNA, mga diagram. Pero yung the anong term I'm looking for? Yung fidelity to making the science, or at least the closest analog to the science in real life come across in the text is the spirit of Michael Crichton is alive in Andy Weir talaga.
Sa mga hindi nakakakilala kay Michael Crichton, siya din yung gumawa ng ER.
Yes.
Which
may or may not be
based
allegedly
not. There's a case. There's a case sa The Pit.
Which is allegedly not the source material
for The Pit.
Case pending.
Pero si Crichton din yon. Kaya yung pagiging technical ng ER, doon mo rin makikita yung work talaga and yung signature ni Crichton na talagang very particular siya sa accuracy ng science behind the works and films, TV shows that he does. Tapos ganun din nga sa Jurassic Park. So, yeah. Ikaw, anong pinaka-favorite mong Rocky and Grace moment?
Well, before we go and talk about our Rocky and Grace moments, let's go ahead and set the stage na for this absolutely lovable character na yung na-meet ni so yun yung sabi mo kanina, siya, alluded to na siya in the trailer. Pero buti nga na yung kamay lang, yung ganun lang yung pinakita. Hindi ba pinakita yung buong katawan niya? Kasi you're here, siguro wala kang pakialam sa spoilers o napanood mo na siya. You've seen Rocky, and Rocky is just adorable. He's part rock, part rock, part cat, part dog, and part Data sa Star Trek.
Oo nga.
Para sa pag ginanon mo na in one. Yun si Rocky. And alam mo yun, nakakatuwa yung interplay nilang dalawa.
Sobrang nakakatuwa si Rocky.
Niya,
as in, para siyang pet na partner na, actually, yung
kung sinabi mo kanina na para siyang it's the relationship between Geordi LaForge and Data in Star Trek The Next Generation. Yung ganun na parang Geordi is trying to impart humanisms to Data every day, and in turn Data parang hindi naman siguro sinasadya niya, pero dahil dun sa parang meron siyang sobrang unflappable way of looking at life, at humanity and at science, na a human being can't help but just laugh at how parang pati ko naisip yun, parang Data, ano ka ba? Parang ganun siya. Ay nako. Pero sige, yan. Now that we've introduced Rocky, to answer your question, my absolute favorite Rocky and Grace moment is yung kinukuha na nila yung mga Taumi ba?
Taumi ba?
Sa Planet Adrian.
Yung mission nila.
By the way, yung Planet Adrian, natutuwa ako sa mga yung mga reference sa Rocky.
Ang ganda din na marami siyang references sa movie, sa pop culture. Kasi nga, in-educate niya si Rocky about humans.
Yes.
So, pinapapanood niya ng movies. Yung meron silang parang holodeck doon. Kaya nga, very Star Trek talaga siya.
Nakakatuwa.
Kasi, ayun, inaano niya na this is the ocean, ganyan.
Tapos yung Hanging 10, kasi nagsasurf sila.
Diba? Nakakatawa.
Hanging 10, surfing upwards.
Tapos nanonood sila ng movies doon. So, para talaga silang, alam mo yung, siguro kung nakakapagsalita si Wilson sa Castaway.
Ay, yes. Oo.
Ganon.
Alam mo, ganun yung energy niya. Ganun siya. Siguro naisip ni Andy Weir yun. Habang sinusulit niya itong Project Hail Mary. Paano kaya kung na doon sa Castaway, kung nakakausap ni Tom Hanks, yung volleyball niya. Kung kung initsa niya, nung nag-LQ silang dalawa, pala kung sumagot bigla si Wilson. Sabi niya, bakit mo ako binuto?
Tapos mas matalino sa kanya si
Ay, mas
Wilson.
matalino sa kanya si Wilson. Si Wilson magsasabi sa kanya, hunghang ka, gumawa ka na lang ng raft dyan.
Sobrang intellectually superior si Rocky
Oo.
'Di ba? At saka sobrang fascinating nung ship niya. Ang ganda
Ay,
nung
shucks.
science nung alam mo yung parang alchemy nga eh. I see it as
Oo.
alchemy,
Yes,
yung science ng culture and ng species ni
Kasi,
Rocky.
di ba, yung si Rocky, Eridian,
Erid.
Erid,
Yun
yung from the
yung
planet Erid.
niya. Oo.
He is made from xenon,
So,
the gas.
He's gaseous.
Pero gaseous siya na solid.
Oo.
So parang dun yung parang first mind-blown moment ni ni Grace
oo.
na parang, oh my God, ang alam ko is nga xenon is gas, pero I'm looking at a being
Oo.
made out of xenon,
Oo.
purely solid.
Parang nga siyang battle episode ng Star Trek o kaya ng Doctor Who.
Para, yun. Yes.
Diba? Alam mo, as a heavy sci-fi fan,
Yes.
talagang sobrang tuwang-tuwa ako dito kasi alam mo yung nasatisfy niya talaga yung sci-fi cravings ko na talagang legit from a very peculiar world, peculiar species with very peculiar communication style. Ito, natutuwa ako kasi yung communication nila, parang isa sa mga phases ng movie is about them trying to figure out how to communicate. And yun man yung favorite moment ko ni Grace and Rocky. Kasi, alam mo yung part na, what if, yung part sa Arrival, na nagko-communicate sila ng bilog-bilog through the wall, what if that was fun? And not boring.
Ay, God.
Very that. Parang ganun sila. Kasi, di ba, parang,
yes, exactly.
tinatry niyang i-program. Gumagawa siya ng parang Google Translate na program. Kasi parang sound, parang vibrations eh. Parang echolocation yung niya.
Gumagalan si Rocky.
Ganun yung language
Ang
niya.
niya talaga. I want a Rocky plushie. Sorry, please continue.
And then, nung nagkaroon na siya ng voice, doon siya mas nakakatuwa.
Ang daldal niya.
Super verbose niya as in.
Gusto ko yung sige, dagdagan pa sa mga moment nung kay Grace and Rocky. Yung, edi, full communication na sila. Tapos, pinapunta niya sa ship niya si Rocky. Pinapunta ni Grace dun sa ship niya si Rocky. Tapos pagpasok ni Rocky dun, parang parang pusa na ang kulit-kulit. Parang, where Rocky
Ayun,
room?
takbo siya ng takbo.
Where Rocky room? Is this
Parang
prison?
siyang aso. Parang siyang si Doug sa Up.
Ayaw nga yun. Parang siyang si Doug. Exactly. Yes, thank you.
Parang siyang nalagyan ng parang voice,
Yung voice caller, diba? Siyang,
What's this? What's
Grace-
that?
Grace's room is messy. Is this intentional? Nakakatawa.
Tapos gulong-gulong siya.
Gulong siya ng gulong. May isa pa akong gustong actually towards the end of the film na to na moment ni Rocky naman. Natutuwa ako. Yung yung nakadating na yung mga probes with the probe samples and their mission data. Tapos yung sinabi ni Rocky na yung parang, hello, I Rocky. I scientist from planet Erid. I alien. I not movie. I not Rocky from movie.
I'm Rocky Alien.
I Rocky Alien.
Not the movie.
Ay, nako.
Sobrang
Cute.
adorable
Ay, so
talaga,
adorable.
as in.
Pero yun sinasabi nga ni kanina na talagang iba yung emotional gut punch na itong scene na to. Na
Grabe
parang
yung iyak ko dito.
for all the funny, witty banter from the siguro first 2/3 of the film, pagdating dun sa last third, parang, oh my God, I was a blubbering wreck. Talagang, alam mo yung...
As in,
yung,
I mean, you know how Roy is sa mga ganyan.
Alam mo
Talagang
yung-
sobrang bawling.
meron kasi
with
siya yung parang
tears.
yung talaga parang magano parang magano ka lang.
Yung pa-cute iyak lang.
Yung tulo iyak lang. Pero ako talaga yung parang alam mo yung iyak ko lang, parang ako talaga yung ramdam ko din yung no, Rocky,
Parang Infinity War iyak.
parang ganun. Parang Hamnet
O
iyak.
parang naiiyak ka na nga ngayon eh.
Parang Hamnet iyak.
So, wasakan.
Ay naman kasi, I mean, buti na lang nabuhay si Rocky. Kasi babatuhin ko yung screen niya, oh my God. Bakit
Oo.
hindi niya buhay siya? Pero Rocky's safe, Rocky's alive.
And they lived happily ever after.
I mean, literally, oh, yes.
Yun ang
they did.
pinaka-happy ako.
Ano yung nakakatuwa ka? Sige, ano mo, parang nga siyang up.
Oo.
Alam mo yung di ba yung ending ng Up na tumira na si Mr. Fredrickson sa Paradise Falls.
Oo.
Nandun na yung bahay niya.
Mm-mm.
Tapos parang andun din si Doug kasama niya.
Mm-mm.
So parang
Ganon,
parang
oo.
arid.
Oo.
Ganon, ang cute.
I love it
Ay,
talaga. I mean,
Ay.
ang dami ko pa sigurong nakalimutan na favorite moments ko. Pero sa sobrang dami kasi, alam mo yun, I just wanna watch it again.
Yes, I wanna experience this in 4DX. I think this is gonna be
Oo.
absolutely bananas in 4DX.
Meron
talaga.
din siyang similarity sa Ad Astra eh, di ba?
Meron, konti. Lalo na dun sa parang yung moments when Grace is reckoning with, of course, his lost memory. Kasi eventually revealed na dinala pala siya dun sa mission
Oo.
against his will.
Oo, forced coma.
Forced coma
Grabe,
pala
no?
siya. Tapos yun nga, inaalala niya na parang bakit siya nandoon. So parang may existentialism din siya eh.
Mm.
So parang yun eh.
Parang yun yung The Martian din eh, yung pagka-existential niya eh.
Hindi, mas more Ad Astra. Mas
Ah.
ganun. Kasi sa The Martian talagang ano na lang tayo doon, enjoy lang tayo doon. Eh. Talagang nakikita na si Matt Damon na talagang, yes,
Planting
science.
potatoes.
Yes, science. Tapos, Tapos yung yung pawis na ginagamit niyang pandilig sa patatas niya doon. Di ba? Yung ganun, parang, yes, science. Pero dito, merong yes, science. Pero, yes, humanity. And of course, we cannot forget the biggest parang, what I would say is biggest lesson in this film. And something that we really absolutely need to hear, especially in these divisive times, na parang it doesn't matter kung parehas kayo ng pinagmulan. There is always room for you and somebody na hindi mo kadugo, hindi mo ka-uri, ka-race, to work together.
Yeah.
As long as we all work towards the common goal,
No matter how different you
the
are,
common good, oo.
how different your languages are,
Oo.
kahit pa magkaibang species kayo, as long as you have one singular goal and your goal is to progress
And
together.
to help each other talaga.
Oo.
There's no limit to what you can achieve together. And yun, alam mo yung, I'm so happy
Mm.
na the movie was able to parang make it a very digestible message.
Yeah.
Dito.
Akala ko sasabihin mong lesson, parang rocks are better than humans.
That's the second lesson in this film. Rocks are infinitely better than human. Kaya nauso yung mga pet rock, no?
Ayaw nga, no?
Oo.
Parang sa Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oo, yun. Yung,
Oo.
yung isang universe na nabato silang dalawa.
Oo,
Yun na
gano'n.
pala yun.
At saka,
Reverse yun na
ito
pala
lang
siya.
yung isa sa mga na-prove ko, ha? Ryan Gosling talaga is so amazing an actor that he is able to create chemistry with The Rock. Talagang, pair Ryan Gosling with anything.
Pwede ba i-remake nila
Not just anyone.
Can I put it out on the ether? I-remake nila yung Castaway. Tapos si Ryan Gosling na siya.
Tapos si,
Tapos si Wilson na naman.
Oh,
No, si Wilson, Spalding na.
remake.
Ay, nako. Just siguro before we close, a few more parang things that we absolutely really loved about this. The cinematography by Greg
Oh my God,
is
yes.
exquisite, sublime, talagang sulit yung kanyang pag-alis sa Dune Part 3. Kasi siya
Oo nga
dapat
pala, no?
Oo, di ba yung 1 and 2, siya na
Oo.
yun.
At saka, di ba, I heard na parang more practical yung mga effects na ginamit.
Yun din.
Wala masyadong CG or mga green screen.
Hindi. Siguro I would say na Rocky is CGI. Medyo,
Of course.
Hindi pa tayo nakakahanap. Hindi pa
Ng sentient rocks?
ng sentient rocks.
Oo.
Pero,
As far as we know.
Pero yung mga space backgrounds niya, from what I've read, they're using the volume. If you're familiar with that is yung parang soundstage na merong mga sobrang 8K screens.
Oh.
Tapos, ginagamit na siya sa Mandalorian.
Yun. I was about to say.
Ginagamit siya sa Doctor Who.
Oo.
Yung bago yung kay Ncuti. Kay Ncuti Gatwa.
Yung
Yun,
sobrang
yung-
cinematic na background.
Oo.
Pero nasa loob sila ng studio.
Yung studio,
Oo.
So parang set design na lang yung ginagawa imbis na yung kailangan pang i-CGI yung likod, pero ginagawa na lang siya sa Unreal Engine. So for the gamers out there, you're familiar with Unreal, doon nila ginagawa yung background sa sa volume. Kaya yun, the music by Daniel Pemberton. Pemberton ba? Alam ko, ito, confirm ko Yung music niya is talagang approaching the majesty. Yes, Daniel Pemberton approaching the majesty of Interstellar
Oo.
ni Hans Zimmer.
Oo, tsaka yung yung
Talaga.
mga emotional cues because of the music, sobrang perfectly timed. And tamang-tama lang yung tone, especially with the comedy and drama blending together at times. Kasi there are times na umiiyak ako habang tumatawa Alam mo yun, it wasn't really disorienting yung pag-switch ng mga tones.
Yes. Kaya, yeah, I mean, I said dun sa ating most anticipated films of 2026, itong Project Hail Mary, for a reason.
Yeah, it did not disappoint. And
oh my
di ba
God.
nga bold prediction natin? This is one of the contenders for 2027 Oscar
Hell
Best
yes.
Pictures. One of the best films already so far this year 2026.
Sabi nga ni
Ang ganda.
Karim sa Subway Takes, 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yes, talagang this is going to be a huge contender. Alam mo yung kung ito nga we are recording this on the 8th of March or the 6th, 7th, 8th of March. So in a few days time, lalabas na yung Oscars. Sinners came out around the same time last year. And it managed to keep
Yeah.
the fire burning until today.
Kasi we're worried about recency bias.
Oo.
Kasi, di ba, that's what happened to Challengers the year before last. Na masyadong maaga siya
Pero,
lumabas.
di ba kalaban ng Challengers? Oppenheimer.
Well,
I mean,
oo nga.
meron lang
Oo.
talaga siyang mas malakas na kalaban talaga.
True.
Oo.
Pero, ayun nga, tama ka about Sinners coming out in March and this coming out in March. So, malaki pa rin yung chances niya, especially seeing how Sinners is ngayon sa Oscar standing.
This is going to be a contender for writing, for visual effects. I'm pretty sure this is already going to be a lock. Pero kalaban niya yung Dune Part 3 din.
Pero acting, what do you think?
Acting,
Kasi this is a Ryan Gosling film. Talaga.
I mean, if the Academy is going to be kind to the kind of acting that Ryan displays, kasi, I mean, I've heard na parang, I mean, we've heard naman na medyo derided sa Hollywood yung gantong klaseng cool, quippy acting
Oo.
Pero if they're going to look past the quippiness of it and find the heart
Mga
and soul
one-liners, oo.
doon sa gitna ng performance niya,
Oo.
I mean, there is a chance. Never say
I
never.
hope so.
Oo. Pero direction,
Yes.
ang andito, magiging magiging Academy Award nominees, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Nominate na ba sila?
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Ed Miller.
Thank you, Miller. Yon. Pero sige, ilalagay ko dyan kung na-verify ko kung ano sila, kung na-nominate na sila o hindi. Okay. So, yeah. Let's close our review there. Ano ang ating rating para sa Project Hail Mary?
Para sa akin, ako no notes
Yes.
This is A+ for me.
Talaga. We have started film season. Talagang great film season early this year.
This made me laugh. This made me cry. This made me question my humanity.
This made us hopeful for humanity.
This made me want to be a rock.
So yung the last film that made you want to be a rock won Best Picture.
Oh my God, yes.
Di ba?
Oo. Yeah.
Why this year din?
Tsaka yung hoppers din, parang it sucks to be human.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be human.
What a time to be human. Ay, nako.
Pero yeah, kidding aside, I really loved it. I love that it's through and through, at its core, a human story. And parang the importance of chosen family.
Yun din.
Yeah.
Yes. I 100% agree. Hindi ko na uulitin yung mga sinabi niya. What she said. Go watch it now. For
Hindi kami magpapahiya.
IMAX. Mag-IMAX kayo.
Mhm.
Kung ayaw naman kung gusto niyo na medyo mas immersive pa, sige, mag 4DX kayo.
Yeah.
Yun lang naman yung dalawang choices niya para sa amin. IMAX or 4DX.
Or Atmos. Actually, I would love to watch this in Atmos kasi yung sound
Hindi
nga,
sound.
because the language of Rocky is more,
oo.
mas sound vibrations
Oo, sound vibrations. So nga, no? Sige. Yeah, so, yes, a hearty recommendation for Project Hail Mary from the Cine Geeks. By the way, again, you are watching our sit and talk for this film. If you enjoyed our sit and talk, our review, or our previous reviews, give us a thumbs up or give us a 5 stars naman dyan on Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe and follow us. And again, we implore you, please share this podcast with your friends.
Yes.
Because it helps the channel grow and grows the Cine Geek community para mas marami tayong nagkakaroon ng healthy and fun conversation about movies, TVs, and all things geek.
And
Okay.
before we end, of course, I would like to thank SMD Wellness Center for our aesthetics and our beauty needs. Thank you so much, SMD Wellness Center. If you want to take your beauty and aesthetics to the next level, check them out. We will put their link in our
description.
in the description.
Ayun. So, for this Cine Geeks Sit and Talk episode, I am Roy.
And I'm Angela.
And we will see you in the next one.